Welcome back. It's time to get a check of your weather with meteorologist Thomas Geboy. And Thomas, it's the calm before the storm this morning. We got a big one heading our way.
That it really is, Jillian. I mean, if you were to head outside this morning, you would probably think, hey, it's pretty nice outside. The temperatures are mild. We're starting off with pretty dry conditions, but as we go from this morning into the afternoon, we're expecting some big changes to come our way. One of the stronger storm systems of the season will be arriving by the time we get from mid-morning into the afternoon in northern Utah. That moisture will steadily work its way south from this evening into tonight. Multiple winter storm warnings will be going into effect as we go through today, starting first in northern Utah, and by the overnight hours, we'll see those go into effect for southwestern Utah. And between today, tomorrow, and into early Thursday, we're expecting between 1 to 3 feet for most of our mountains, 4 inches plus for most of our valleys, 10 inches plus for most of our mountain valleys. Winter driving conditions and strong winds expected within those winter weather advisories and those winter storm warnings. And speaking of the winds, though, we have high wind warnings that will be going into effect starting this afternoon in southern Utah, continuing through Wednesday morning. As ahead of this system, we could see wind gusts on the magnitude of 70 miles per hour. These high wind warnings include places like Kanab, St. George, and Cedar City. Make sure that you tie down any loose objects because those winds will really get ramped up once we get into this afternoon. In northern Utah, we're already beginning to see a little bit of wet weather, mainly in the northern portion of our area, but this wet weather will continue to work its way down to the southeast as we go from the morning into the afternoon because a strong winter storm system currently working its way in our direction from the northwest, and this is what's going to be impacting us as we go throughout the next couple of days. But as I mentioned, things are starting off relatively calm. It's actually a very clear start to the morning down in Bryce Canyon, an absolutely beautiful view to start off this Tuesday morning. And then as we make our way into the northernmost portion of the state, we're already starting to see snow getting going in the high country. Beaver Mountain starting to see some snow falling, and that's only going to ramp up even more as we go throughout the next several hours. In Logan, it's at 43 degrees. So in Logan, it's a pretty mild start to the morning. It won't be staying that way, though. We're at 23 in Heber City, 38 in Salt Lake, 30 degrees in Provo, and 34 in St. George. It's another morning where St. George is colder than Logan. By tonight, that won't be the case. But for today, those daytime highs climbing into the low and mid 40s for most along the Wasatch Front. 44 in Salt Lake, 44 degrees in Logan. Once that cold front moves through, it'll cool down in a very big way. In southern Utah, it's going to take a little while longer for that moisture to arrive. So you'll see increasing clouds and increasing winds with daytime highs similar compared to what we saw yesterday. As we plan your day along the Wasatch Front, your out the door forecast will have the chance of rain from mid-morning into the afternoon, where rain is likely by our midday, then that rain transitioning over to snow by this evening as temperatures will start to cool back down. And once that rain transitions over into snow, we're expecting times of heavy snow. And here's a look at the snow transition. Again, this is just kind of a rough estimate, but we could see it happen earlier or later depending on as that moisture works its way south. But 3 to 5 o'clock this afternoon, mainly for our northernmost areas, 4 to 6 for most of the Wasatch Front, 5 to 7 for the southern Wasatch Front down to Juab County. And then as we go into tonight, mainly in south central Utah, including portions of the I-15, I-70 corridors, and then by Wednesday morning could see that rain transition over into at least a wintry mix or straight snow in the southernmost portion of the state. As we begin the futurecast, you'll see that by midday today, valley rain, mountain snow expected in the northern portion of the state, and then early this afternoon we could see that rain transition to snow in Cache Valley, while by 6 o'clock this evening, most along the Wasatch Front likely going to be seeing straight snow as that moisture continues to work its way down to the south. And by the overnight hours, a pretty good chance for wet weather no matter where you are across the state. And even as the system pulls away, we're expecting wraparound moisture, so scattered snow showers expected to continue through our Wednesday. Things might calm down a little bit going into our Wednesday night, but the pattern looks to remain active as we have more energy coming our way going into Thursday. So we're not going to be able to eliminate the chance for wet weather really as we go throughout the rest of this week. But your expected snow totals based on what we're seeing with the models currently: Northern Valley 6 to 12, including the Wasatch Front. Benches 8 to 14, Mountain Valleys 10 to 20, Central and Southern Valleys 5 to 10, Northern Mountains 12 to 36, the Central and Southern Mountains 12 to 24. The Cottonwoods could do a little bit better at 24 to 40. Castle Country 2 to 6, and Uinta Basin in northwestern Utah 3 to 6, and St. George definitely going to see some rain. But if we get that changeover, which is definitely a possibility, could see upwards of 3 inches. In St. George, increasing clouds today, increasing winds as well. Rain and snow showers for our Wednesday. Could see straight snow on Thursday. Then we're going to keep the chance for some more rain and snow Friday into this upcoming weekend. Then along the Wasatch Front, rain becoming snow later today. The Tuesday evening and Wednesday morning commutes especially going to be impacted, so you're going to want to possibly consider avoiding travel, but definitely make sure that you plan ahead. Snow showers for our Wednesday, temperatures coming down in a very big way, a high only in the upper 20s tomorrow. Snow showers a possibility Thursday and Friday, looking mostly dry at this point for our Saturday, then possibly bring back another chance for snow Sunday into Monday with maybe another system coming our way.